So now, I'm going to connect the solenoid to the relay. I'm going to connect the buzzer. I'm going to connect two LED. When an authorized user an authorized user that we train, try to access with his face and his authorized RFID card, it's going to indicate green. But when an unauthorized user try to access, it's going to indicate red, and there's going to be a buzzer, an alarm, the way it's going to sound. So now first of all, let's connect the LED. The LED red, then the LED green. The longer part of the LED is the positive, while the shorter part of the LED is the negative. Take notes. Same thing for the longer part of the LED for red, the shorter part is the negative. So the longer part of the buzzer is the positive, while the shorter part is the negative. Take note when you're plugging these two. So let's connect our resistor to the LED. The resistor will be connected to the negative part, which is this outside, this part of the LED. The negative part, the shorter leg. You can remove it and check to verify which one is the short, which one is the longer one. The shorter one is plugged at the back. So I'm going to connect this here, then connect this here. So I'm going to wire this. First of all, I'm going to connect the LED to a general ground, the two LED negative part to a general ground. So I'm going to check where I have ground on my Raspberry Pi. So I have ground at the end parts, board pin 32, the left-hand part. There's a ground there. So I'm going to connect this ground to this negative ground on the breadboard. Then I'm going to bring my male-to-male jumper wires. So I'll be connecting the negative parts of the resistor, then also the negative parts of the red LED resistor. So the positive part will be connected directly to the GPIO pin. So let me connect the negative part of the buzzer also, the negative part of the buzzer. So the negative part, let me check where the buzzer is connected to. So it's connected to this part. So always connect your jumper pin on the line when you have your components connection. So always connect it to that particular line. I believe you remember when we did how breadboard works. So next thing we have to connect is we have to connect the positive parts of our LED to the GPIO pins. To be GPIO pins. Our connection is not done yet. We need to connect the negative of the resistor to the negative part of the LED. So we have to put it on the same line on this, yes. So you do that for the second one also. So connect the negative part of this LED to where you tap in your ground on the resistor end, so that the current is going to flow in one direction. So this part is connected to the negative part. So from here, we tap the negative to come down to the negative part of the what? Of the LED. So let's connect the green LED to pin 26. To pin 26. Pin 26. The green part of the LED to pin 26. Pin 26 is at the lower end of the left physical pin. GPIO 26, not pin 26. GPIO 26. Then I'm going to connect the red LED to 12. GPIO 12. GPIO 12 is located on pin 32. Pin 32. So now I'm going to connect the positive part of the buzzer to GPIO 27. GPIO 27 is located on pin 13. Pin 13. Pin 13. So now I've connected my buzzer. So I want to connect my relay. So listen attentively. The relay pin has GND. This is two-channel relay. Two-channel relay. This is one part. You can connect two devices. This relay can control two devices. We have the N1, this is for N1. N2, this is for N2. So all these are the JVCCs. Just leave this one the way it is. But the relay that you are having is one channel. So one channel, you have to just connect the VCC to the 5 volts on the Raspberry Pi, the GND to the ground, then the in pin to the GPIO pins. That is maybe pin 27 or pin 22, but we've used pin 27, pin 22. This is one channel relay, this is two channel relay, okay? So if you have this, then let's connect this first. I'm using this. This is the VCC for ground. I'm connecting this to 5 volts. 5 volts is the first pin on the right-hand side on your Raspberry Pi. Then I'm going to connect the ground. I'm going to connect the ground. So I'm going to connect the ground. So I've connected the ground. No, I have to connect the the input pin. That is the input pin. Input pin. The input pin. The input pin. I'm using input 1 to this side of the relay. So my relay will be connected to GPIO 17. Where is GPIO 17? Okay. So now the next thing for us to connect this is a 12-volt solenoid lock. We're going to connect this to our 12-volt adapter. This is our 12-volt adapter. So I've stripped the wire. I've naked both the positive and negative. First of all, connect this negative together. Connect this negative together. The positive part of the solenoid lock, you connect it to the normally open. This end part, normally open. Use your screwdriver to loose the screw. So you connect it to normally open. Make sure it's connected properly, then you tighten it. The positive part of the adapter should be connected to the normally open, the middle part, the common rather. This is connected to normally open, then this is connected to common, the middle part. Make sure it's connected properly, then tighten. So now we have all our components connected together. So now let's move down to the coding part, the main code part that is going to control everything together. So let's move to the coding part.